What do you think, Joe? Shall we show another national pickup? Joe's giving me the heads up, so let's do it. So I had a 1954 Topps Jackie Robinson for less than 24 hours. I bought it on Friday at the National, took it to the Friday night get-together, showed it off to everyone. They oohed, they awed, and then guess what I did? In less than 24 hours, I sold it on the National floor, and together with some money, got something else. My reasoning was, well, I would love to have that 54 Topps Jackie Robinson, but, it's out there. There are lots more of them, so I'm sure that time will come. Well, there's a card that's been calling to me for the last few months as I learned about the 93 Topps Finest set and its place in baseball history. It's essentially the beginning of Super Premium, the beginning of So Shiny, the beginning of refractors, the beginning of chromium technology, the beginning of manufactured scarcity, the beginning of rainbow parallels. So it is a truly historically significant set. Not only that, but the all-star cards are in this glorious green, and in the refractor version, they will just knock your socks off. So I really wanted the Barry Bonds. Of course, I'd love to have the Ken Griffey Jr., the Ricky Henderson, the Tony Gwynn, maybe a few others. But, Nolan Ryan. But Nolan Ryan is just like super spendy. Ken Griffey Jr. is super spendy. Barry Bonds is not that cheap, but of course, with all those Flintstone chewables that he took, that keeps his prices down. So, the Bonds is the one that I kind of targeted. I guess you could say I really, really, really wanted this card, but, I didn't think it was going to happen necessarily for a while, but I really wanted it. So after I had sold the Jackie, so I now have, some cash, and I'm running around with Dave Meisel on Saturday, my last day to shop at the National, and we go by the Awesome Card Shop. They had this huge table at the National. It was like a block at the National. And I saw what looked like a 93 All-Star Refractor, and so as Dave continued on, I kind of turned the corner a little bit to check it out. Well, it was not Barry Bonds. I thought, well, maybe there's Barry Bonds here. So I went over another case or two in their area, and sure enough, there it was staring at me. And I thought, oh, wow. And Dave, he came back, he realized that I had gotten distracted. Squirrel. And so I'm looking at this card. I pull it out. It's from the Raleigh Fingers collection. Does not say so on the slab, but it is. And the cards that the Awesome Card Shop sells from his collection, there's no wiggle room on them. No trading. You either buy them or you don't. Well, it was, around comps, so fair enough. And I thought, oh man, can I look at it? So I looked at it and I really wanted it. And I thought, I'm just going to hold off, because I would have to spend more than I have, go into deficit spending. And I thought, well, I'm going to take a picture of it. I'll take their card, and, maybe they'll have it in a month or two. And then I realized, hey, wait a minute. The government's been going into deficit spending for years. If it's good for the government, it's probably good for me too. At this point, I was looking for any rational excuse to buy this card, so I said, what the heck? So I took all the cash, pretty much, that I had in my wallet, and then I PayPal'd the rest, spent up all of my August money, a little bit of my September money. That's okay. I'm super happy I did, and I've got a couple things, cards, and one coin that I'm selling. Don't worry, no cards that I'm super stoked about or anything, just a couple that I was going to get around to selling anyway, and then a coin. So, that'll get me a little bit of cash flow to hold me over until, I get into September, which is cool. So, yeah, I pulled the trigger on this bad boy. And, the significance of the 93 Topps Finest refractors cannot be overstated. They are essentially, the beginning of what we have today, which you might say is utter chaos. That's why I don't, collect modern. And for those who do, have a great time at it. But every time I think about doing it, I just get overwhelmed by all of the parallels and gazillions of sets and yada, yada, yada. So I stay in the vintage lane, which I really like. But those 93 refractors, to me, are pretty special. At least over the last couple months, once I learned about them, I'm like, yeah, those are really cool. Really cool. I would like one. I would like all of them. The All-Stars are the ones I'm privy to. I talk way too much. Let me turn this camera around. Let's check this bad boy out. Oh, ho, ho, ho. The 92 Finest Barry Bonds Refractor in a mint 9. By the way, the thumbnail that I had, it is of this very card. This, you know what I'm going to say. This is absolutely glorious. It is. It is absolutely glorious. This is just outrageous. And then let's check out the back. And let's go back to the front. And we should just, hang out for a while and enjoy this wonderful refraction. Oh, this is so beautiful. Well, these cards are usually paired together. This might be the first time in history that these two cards have been paired together. So what are we looking at here? What we're looking at on the left is my extra large national purchase from this year, 2023. On the right, my large national purchase. Super stoked about both of them. And then probably the next video, we'll go to the medium national purchase and then the small. Since I got 4 cards total, I'm 100% convinced that right there is the Joe DiMaggio rookie card. It also comes without cartoons for those who do not have a sense of humor. Or they just think it has a cleaner look without the cartoons. Fair enough. I love the cartoons myself. Why am I convinced? Because that is his first mainstream issue right there. And guess what? In glorious color, with glorious cartoons, with that beautiful big head on that wonderful cartoon body. And then on the right, the Barry Bonds 93 Finest Refractor. Such an amazing card. So stoked to have it. There's a problem here. As time goes on, there are more cards I want and more and more. And what the heck am I going to do about that? I guess one card at a time. As many have said, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Thank you for sharing in my joy. I hope you had a wonderful and peaceful time in the Vintage Sanctuary. Take care, my friends.